Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their faces.
Kobe don't get enough credit for his IQ and his awareness of the game.
There's literally a mentality talking about it.
Bruh. He doesn't get enough credit. He got a whole seminar mentality.
See, another part that really bothers me, and I know this is for a fact, is that Richard Jefferson would not have this energy if Kobe was alive. Half these dudes that sit there and talk trash or be on some shady shit when it comes to Kobe, none of those guys would ever say that shit to Kobe or even step to him on the court and be like, oh yeah, you ain't this, you ain't that, because they get 40 put on their head instantly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if there's one phrase that we will never hear from Richard Jefferson, it is exactly what he said about Kobe Bryant. But he specifically would never say this when it comes to his homie LeBron James. Because imagine if somebody's complimenting LeBron James and Richard Jefferson's like, he has a whole everything. Come on, LeBron gets credit for the. You will never hear the man say that. You know why? Come on, man. It's the clutch puppets, man. They run the internet, man. They run the social media. They run on the ESPN, and you know what it is. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. We got another one. Richard Jefferson, a certified glazer of LeBron James, just doesn't want to see Kobe get any type of credit. Like, listen to this shit.
Kobe don't get enough credit for his IQ.
Richard Jefferson is a certified Kobe hater, and this will just show you right now. You're rolling your eyes as a grown man because a man is complimenting Kobe, who played against Kobe in the finals twice. Come on, brother.
And his awareness of the game.
There's literally a mentality talking about it.
Bruh. He doesn't get enough credit. He got a whole seminar mentality. Like the Mamba mentality.
And these two dumb fucks that think they the smartest motherfuckers in the world, isn't it a difference of having a killer mentality and getting praised for his high IQ?
They brother and sister.
Y'all didn't even let me finish
my thing. Because you said something crazy.
It's not crazy. Just because so it's two different things, assholes.
Yeah.
So, I call them assholes. I love it.
What I'm sitting up here telling y'all is what I'm saying. He understood the moment, not from a shooting aspect. I'm talking about he understood the game plan of other things that outside of him being labeled just a scorer. And I watched him in a 7-game series, and he knew that whoever won that particular game in that series won the rebounding battle. And Kobe in Game 7 was 6 for 24 from the field, but he went got fucking 15 rebounds. So he understood the moment is what I'm bringing up to you fuck faces.
See, another part that really bothers me, and I know this is for a fact, is that Richard Jefferson would not have this energy if Kobe was alive. Half these dudes that sit there and talk trash or be on some shady shit when it comes to Kobe, none of those guys would ever say that shit to Kobe or even step to him on the court and be like, oh yeah, you ain't this, you ain't that, because they get 40 put on their head instantly. They'll instantly regret it. Now, nobody like to wake up that sleeping beast in Kobe, because you didn't need to wake him up from it. So if you were willing to talk shit to him on the court, you know you wouldn't. Off the court, you know you wouldn't. It's because the man's not alive. Let's just keep it 100, dog. Let's be for real. Shout out to Kendrick Perkins because he's a Boston Celtic. You know, shout out to my Celtics. Even though I'm a Kobe fan, I still got love for the for Kobe, of course, all the time. I'm always gonna shout out Kobe. But here's the thing, man. Everybody don't realize that Kobe did have an IQ, because I wouldn't even go far to say that. I'll retract my statement. I'll say his IQ was a little bit slept on. And the problem is people don't see that outside of stat sheets, right? You know, you can't read an IQ test. Like, there's no stats that show it. But I'm just saying, bro, Richard Jefferson is over there acting like if Kendrick Perkins was talking about LeBron, like, he would have the same energy. And we know he's not going to have that same energy. And that's the problem. So his work ethic is something that's called the Mamba mentality, right? So we look at that work ethic and say, this man was willing to do whatever it takes for his team to win, but not just for his team to win, for himself to be prepared to the game. Like, this means he's waking up at 4 in the morning. He's having 3 a days, not even 2 a days, and he's working his ass off to prepare himself for the season. And his teammates, he expects greatness from them and to be on that type of level. But that has nothing to do with your IQ of the game. Now, many people see this Game 7 Kobe and say he shot 6 for 24. He was the worst player on the floor. Now, Rick Bucher was at that game, and he said he heard Dwayne Wade say that Paul Gasol should have been the finals MVP. And he's like, what are you talking about? Did you not watch the game? Like, the eye test actually can prove your IQ. Now, it doesn't show up on stats to say, okay, this person has impacted the game in different ways, right? You won't always see that. And I think besides IQ, Kobe's defense, is those two things are really underrated, because you look at and think of Kobe all the time as this great scorer. He's a shot chucker. They say his field goal percentage is bad, even though for his era he was pretty much on top with the Paul Pierces, the Vince Carters, the Trace McGrady's, the Melos, those guys. He had to pretty much damn near higher field goal percentage from the field, if not closest. I think the highest was Ray Allen at that time, and he was pretty much the best shooter of that era. Is a dead ball era. So you can't talk about someone's field goal percentage and then sit there and turn that into say he didn't have great IQ because he's a shot checker, or he took shots in an era where he needed to shoot for his team to win, right? These are the things that they'll look at. They'll look at Kobe's field goal percentage. They'll look at the fact that he's quote unquote selfish, and they'll say he didn't have a good IQ because he took hard or contested shots. But they will never credit it when, in fact, if Kobe doesn't take those tough shots, if Kobe doesn't have that confidence to take those tough shots, he doesn't become a 5-time champion. That is what made him great. But for Richard to act like the Mamba mentality is people giving credit for Kobe's IQ, that's a lie. Kobe does not get credit for his IQ from the Mamba mentality. The Mamba mentality, like I said, is strictly how focused you are as a basketball player, how much dedication and time you're going to put in, how much blood, sweat, and tears you're going to put in. It has nothing to do with being smart on and off the court or whatever the case may be. And shout out to Kobe, because besides this basketball IQ, he's probably one of the most intelligent basketball players ever. I mean, the man spoke 3 languages. He was very savvy. He was very poised, even at a younger age. You can go look at older Kobe videos. You see Kobe, man. He's not like a regular teenager. That man had like a demeanor of like a 30-year-old man at like 18, 19 years old. You can see videos of him and it's going back to his high school and visiting, and he looked like he's a grown man with a family because he was so poised. He was so smart. And this is not just to talk trash about RJ and Channing Frye, whatever the case may be, because at the end of the day, we know those dudes are clutch puppets. But it's always just to show love to Kobe, because one thing we can never take away is how much Kobe gave this game of basketball. And as we can continue to see after he left, he's still leaving impacts and imprints on the game. Certain players will still honor and say that Kobe is the GOAT, still trying to patent their game off Kobe, be skillful like Kobe, because Kobe gave the blueprint. And he got it from Mike, and then Mike got it from this guy, and then got it from this guy. That's what happens when you're great at basketball. You leave an impact, you leave a lasting legacy. And Kobe's mentality is nothing to do with his IQ. It's nothing to do with how great of a defender he was. That's why he's, I believe, 12-time All-NBA defender, if not, I think 10 or 12 off the top of my head. I always get him confused with Tim Duncan. But these are just my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think Richard Jefferson's going to have this energy for LeBron James? Hell no. These are just my thoughts. I'm out of here. Leave a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. I'm out. Peace.